Why was Princess Sisi unhappy in the Hofburg Palace? In the annals of world cinema, there exists a famous film that once captivated countless hearts, Sissi, the story of a spirited girl who became Empress of Austria. The film portrays Princess Sisi as lively and full of vigor, bringing boundless energy to the imperial court. The emperor doted on her, seemingly enveloping her life in sweetness akin to honey. But did Princess Sisi truly live such a happy life in history? In Vienna, Austria's capital, stands the Grand Hofburg Palace, a colossal royal residence of the Habsburg dynasty. This palace housed notable figures such as Queen Maria Theresa, the guillotined Queen Marie Antoinette of France, and Emperor Franz Joseph I, and it was also where Princess Sisi lived. As depicted in the film, Sisi was a Bavarian princess overshadowed by her elder sister, Helene, who had captured the heart of the Austrian emperor's mother, herself the sister of Sisi's mother. Thus, Helene was chosen to marry Emperor Franz Joseph I. Fate, however, had other plans. On the day of the formal introduction, the 15-year-old Sisi, out of curiosity, unexpectedly burst forth and captivated Franz Joseph with her vitality. He became infatuated and vowed to marry no one but her. In feudal times, societal norms dictated the molding of women into refined ladies of noble birth. Thus, the emperor, weary of conventional beauty, was drawn to Sisi's unconventional charm. Given the emperor's preference, his mother, the Empress Dowager, had little choice but to consent to Sisi's marriage to Franz Joseph. Thus began her reign as empress, moving into the Hofburg Palace. However, contrary to the film's portrayal, did Princess Sisi lead a happy life from then on? Regrettably, no. Princess Sisi yearned for freedom and sunlight, feeling trapped within the cold confines of the palace. "I was sold unaware into a situation which I had not chosen," Princess Sisi wrote unsparingly in her diary, harboring grievances toward her husband and the palace, oblivious to Franz Joseph's deep affection for her. Conflict with the Empress Dowager escalated within the Hofburg Palace. Sisi refused to conform to royal norms and disliked the strict protocols. Unable to seek help from her husband, who revered his mother and was conditioned from childhood to accept royal traditions, Sisi grew increasingly disillusioned with court life. Her vitality waned, and she became like a lifeless statue within the palace. She eventually grew weary of court life, arguing frequently with Franz Joseph and impulsively moving out of the palace to settle in Hungary. Princess Sisi found her marriage devoid of happiness, unable to provide the joy and excitement she craved. Only in the freedom of nature could she breathe fresh air. In a tragic turn, inheriting her mother's romantic spirit, in 1889, Sisi's only son, Crown Prince Rudolf, and his mistress died in a suicide pact, almost costing Sisi her own life. Her fragile frame could not bear such a heavy blow, leading her to melancholy and finding solace in nature. In 1898, after years of wandering, Sisi was assassinated by an Italian anarchist while passing through Geneva. The assassin had no specific target in mind but opposed imperialism, making Sisi a tragic victim. Franz Joseph, upon hearing the tragic news, wept bitterly. Despite years of separation from Sisi, his love for her remained profound. Before Sisi's burial, Franz Joseph deliberately cut a lock of her hair as a keepsake. Today, this lock of hair is preserved in the Hofburg Palace, a poignant testament to Sisi's poignant life.